Hi, I'm Brad Sweezy, Vice President of PR for Lawyers, producing results for lawyers. And today I want to talk to you about 5 tactics to strengthen a direct mail campaign. Now, a lot of you probably aren't doing direct mail campaigns, which is a mistake, especially if you're dealing with elder care, trust, wills and estates, etc. It really is an effective way to reach your target audience. So let's look at some of the ways we can do that and strengthen your direct mail campaign. First thing, is it relevant? Well, I kind of led into that. Yes, it is still relevant. The reality is my parents are, let's say, 86 and 83 years old. They have Facebook accounts that we set up. They like a million things. They don't understand how their email on their phone is the same as their email on the computer. They'll sign up for stuff on Facebook, perhaps, something dealing with elder law, estate, trust, etc., but they won't really remember how they did that. And then when you call to follow up on them, they don't even know that they did it. They like mail. And if you study your target market, you'll find what reaches them the best. And direct mail is often one of the more effective ways to reach them. And it's very important because people hold on to mail. They'll hold on to a postcard, etc. I've got some things on my desk right here that are, I got an American Express offer that has been on my desk for a couple of months here. Maybe I'll get to it. I'm not ready to act on it. Whereas an email comes in, you file it, delete it, whatever. And unless you get another email again, you might forget about it. So it is really still relevant. First thing you got to do is you got to define your target audience, right? If you don't know who your target audience is, then you're going to be mailing to everybody. Like every door direct, you can pick out zip codes and street addresses and mail to certain blocks within that. Now, it is effective if you happen to know that that target market lives in the same type of neighborhood, a high-end community or something like that. That's an effective way, but you really have to define your target audience. So if you do that right, you're going to see better results. If you don't target your audience right, you're just going to be wasting money. So you don't want to do that. You got to create your message. Now, the perfect message, is kind of the synergy there, a captivating headline. It's got to be clean and clear design. And the message got to be clean and clear. You have to be able to act on your offer. So there's got to be something in there to do that, and a brief description about your firm. You can also add in a testimonial with a picture, ideally, of a client giving that testimonial and things like that. So use your mail piece to highlight what your law firm can do for people and really craft that message. Now, one of the things we do is we do Google AdWords campaigns. And so the Google AdWords campaigns tell us what messages are really resonating with our target market. So we test with Google Ads, and then we take those same messages in the Google Ad messages that are converting, and we use them on the printed material. So we're not just shooting in the dark here. We've got some data that's going to lead us to craft a better message that's going to reach the people in the right way. A clear call to action. You want to make sure that you tell people what you want to do. For a free brochure on estate planning, call this number, send us an email, go to the website, etc. You want a clear call to action, and you want to give them a reason to act sooner rather than later. So it's usually good to do something like a free offer with a timeline, expiration date or something like that. If you do that, you'll be much more effective in getting people to respond. Now you got to design your mail piece. Now you can do it yourself. You can use our company. We do full-blown marketing for attorneys. And one of that is, we use our graphic artists and we design mail pieces. So these are just some samples there. And the other thing is you've got to follow up. That is the biggest mistake that people who do direct mail do, is they do it once and that's it. They get the first mailing out. They may not get a huge amount of results. And usually you don't get the first. The first mailing doesn't get huge results. Typically you get your benefits from the 4th through 6th mailing. So when I talk to people about doing direct mail, I get them to commit to 5 or 6 mailings. So you've got to do that, because if you look at the data, the first time somebody throws it away or whatever, The second time, now they start thinking about it. Third time, they think about it a little more, and fourth time, fifth time. So you've got to do that. Now, if you want to do the phone call follow-up, you've got somebody in your law firm that can do that for you. You can do that. It might be worth it if you have the ability to do it. But most of the time, you call me, I assume it's a marketing call. I usually don't pick up the phone. But some people, like my parents, they'll pick up the phone. So, you've got to decide that. You might do something like, I'll do 2 or 3 mailings, then I'll follow up on with a phone call by the fourth one, et cetera. And each point at a time when you're following up, you're trying to get a little bit more information. So if you just have mailing addresses, which you can do, then you ask them for a email address. So now you can add them to your email marketing list and follow up continuously with that. And you just got to give people time. For our marketing firm, PR for Lawyers, it typically takes about 6 months for an attorney from the time they first get contact with us to the time they do something. It's a 6-month window. Very rarely do we get an attorney who says, I want to do something right away. So it's usually a long time. So if we just did one direct marketing piece and just never followed up again, we would be constantly just spinning our wheels. So you really want to follow up. In review, when you're doing your direct mail, you really want to have a defined target audience, and it's worth doing that. Our firm can help you define that target audience and actually find out how much it costs to get those names. And you can segment lists for a variety of reasons. You can do homeowners who live in homes 500,000 or 800,000 above, who have 2 cars, are likely parents of grandkids, et cetera. They like to go cruising, whatever. You can define that target audience. And then you take that target audience, you do your direct mail piece, but you also use it to market to them on social media if you want to do that. You got to create your message. I talked to you about how we use Google Ads to get messages that are responded to by your target audience. You have to have a clear call to action. Call us, go on the website to request a free brochure, et cetera, or free consultation. Design your mail piece. It's got to be an effective mail piece, and you've got to choose the right mail piece for your audience. I mean, the worst way to do it is to take a small postcard. If I had one, I'd show you, a small postcard you can send to somebody if you're on vacation or something like that. You don't want to do a small piece. You want to do a bigger piece because it'll stand out. So they cost more up front, but they usually produce greater results down the line. So you really want to do that. And I talked to you about following up. You always have to follow up with people, because if you don't follow up, you're going to lose business. So let's connect. So if you want a free consultation with me, you can email me here. You can call me. You can find me on LinkedIn, and you can go to our website, prforlawyers.com. And if you call me on the weekend, there's a chance I will probably pick up. So I know a lot of times attorneys, you're busy during the week running your practice, et cetera, dealing with clients. You don't have time to think until the weekend. So I'm available for that. So hopefully you got something out of this, and I look forward to hearing from you. Have a good day.